What is up, guys, and welcome to Farming Simulator 17. Now we get to finish our harvest today. The rain has stopped. You can see it's still rather cloudy outside, but that's okay. We need to get some harvesting done. We need to get this harvest finished, and we need to move on with our lives because that's how we do it. Where did we... Oh, we finished off up here. Gosh, we still have so much more to harvest. How many of you people out there watching enjoy the harvest? And how many of you would rather just me do the harvest without recording it? Let me know in those comments down below, and yeah, we'll see where we go from there. Oh, this is going to be a fun time. I mean, I'm actually being... I know you can't see the look on my face, but I'm being very facetious. This is going to be boring for you. For me, it's fun. The harvest is great, kind of. I mean, it can get a little tiring, especially like today. I've had a long day. I did some work this morning. At the last minute, I got a call and had to run to the next county over to look at a job over there. And then I came home. I had to start tilling to plant our tomatoes and our zucchini this year. And then right about the time I was done tilling, I got a phone call from a family member that they had a rattlesnake under a bush at their house, which turned out being a gopher snake. So I had to run over there really quick. By the time I got there, it was gone, but the pictures I saw, it was a gopher snake. For those of you that don't know, I'm a snake enthusiast. I don't kill them, I save them. When I get a call like I got today, I grab the tools, get in the truck, and I go catch them and relocate them. I've been a reptile enthusiast, if you will, for many years. And I've backed way off of the hobby simply because it's hard to say. I don't want to say anything bad about it because it was a wonderful hobby that gave me so much enjoyment for years. But it really started going south quick. So I kind of backed off from it. I still partake from time to time. I did host a reptile show for quite some time. Some of you might already know that. Daily Reptile News. You can look it up on Google, or on YouTube, sorry. I did quite a few videos there for quite a few years, and I would actually, truth be told, I don't think I've said this publicly since I stopped doing it, but I would love to continue doing it, excuse me. But I have time constraints, I have interest constraints, and I have just a kind of a basic no bullshit constraint that stops me for the time being. Not only that, excuse me, Jesus. I think I'm coming down with something. Not only that, but my studio that I filmed that show in is currently being used for storage for other renovation projects around the farm. So it wouldn't take much to get going again, but for right now, if I had to film right now, there's no way I could do it. I would need several hours of cleanup, organization, and prep work and everything. So. But anyway, back to Farming Simulator. What are you guys thinking about this series? What do you think about this map? Are you liking it? Do you want to move on to a different map? What do you know? What do you like? Let me know in those comments down below. It's really important to me to learn what you guys like and don't like about this, because I can enjoy playing the game in any way on any map. So basically, it's all on you. What do you like? What do you want to see? What do you want to do? Let me know in those comments down below, and we'll make it happen, Captain. Is my phone still... Gosh, I was so busy today, my phone actually died in like 4 hours. Terrible. I wonder... I think I've searched this before. I don't remember. I don't think I found anything, but does anybody out there know of any Android apps for Farming Simulator? Like whatever, like HUD apps where you get your, like you see on the screen there, your map on the lower left and your HUD on the lower right there, on like an Android tablet. Just about every other game I play has those. I'd be interested in testing some out for Farming Simulator 17. So if you know of any, let me know in those comments, and maybe we could talk about them right here while we play. I have to point a webcam at the tablet or something so everybody could see what I'm talking about, but you know what I mean. So I did today, like I said, I tilled up corn, or not the corn, sorry, I still have to till the corn up, field up. I got the tomatoes and the zucchini. We might throw some bell peppers in there in the mix this year as well. I'm not sure yet. Definitely tomatoes and zucchini though. Probably several varieties of large tomatoes and cherry tomatoes. I'm not sure yet exactly. I'm not in charge of picking what we plant. The wife does that. I just do all the hard work to dig in the dirt. But I have fun doing it. It's a lot of fun. I did something a little different today though. Usually we till it up, we cut the rows and everything, and then we just go and with like a little hand shovel and dig a little hole, plant a plant, dig a little hole, plant a plant, or a seed, or whatever. Well, today I tilled it up, I cut the rows, and I used my 8-inch, I think it's 43cc gas-powered auger to actually drill into the earth. I'm thinking that might work a lot better. We're getting started late, so we won't be starting from seed. We'll be actually planting 1,000,000 plants. I think it'll work better to start them out though, because they've got all that nice loose mixed up dirt. I'm hoping, at least. I've never done it this way before. I purchased this auger actually to replace part of a fence, and I've never used it, so I figured, hey, it drills holes in the ground. I need to dig holes in the ground. Why not make this easy? That being said, for those of you that think using a gas-powered auger is easy, oh my god, it will tear you apart. It's very, very physically exerting tool to use. Extremely. I mean, imagine a 50cc engine on a gear-driven auger spinning at, I don't know what it would be, 800 RPM, let's say, and hitting a rock and coming to a dead stop. Well, guess what happens? Inertia is what happens. The auger stops, but the power head does not. So the power head and anything gripping onto it, oh, it rolled up there, moves. So I thought at one particular point in time it would be smart to brace the power head up against like my rib cage. Big mistake, because I almost broke all my ribs doing that. I've braced it up against like my thigh or my hip, and that worked a lot better. But the next day I just end up with terribly painful bruises on my thigh and my hip. So I mean, the best thing to do is when you feel that thing grab, let go of it and just let it go. You know, your finger will come off the trigger, it'll idle down, it will stop after it spins around several times, but at least it won't break a rib or something. It's amazing, you know, through all that gear train, how powerful those things can be, and the kind of weight they can move. And if you ever are inclined to use one and you feel like just tearing that rock up because you're going to show it, you're going to get that rock out of the ground with that auger. Nope, you're not. The rock is not moving, and it has millions of years and millions of pounds of dirt and compaction holding it in, and your auger is not going to move it. Every now and then you'll get lucky, you'll get a little rock that auger absolutely will move, but it's the big ones that break your ribs. So yeah, good times. Anyway, as I was saying, so I got the holes drilled, got the field tilled, got the rows cut, got the holes drilled. I need to go, and I don't know when. I don't even know if I'm going to get to it this year. You know, I'll just throw this out there for anybody that doesn't know. I have a full-time job. I work 40 plus hours a week. I also have quite a bit of side work that I take on. Since I've acquired so much equipment, I hire it out and go work on the side on the weekends. And I also do stuff like this on YouTube, so as well as have a family of 5 and a mortgage and all that crap and a brand new truck, which I love. Point being, I'm not going to say that there's no time to do stuff, but for anyone in a similar circumstance, I'm sure you can understand, when you do get time, you just want to grab a cold beer and rest, you know. So I don't know about the cornfield. There's a lot of work to do on the cornfield. It hasn't even been weeded yet this year, so I'm not sure entirely if we're going to be planting corn, which I hate because I love, you know, the whole thing about the corn, the planting, the harvest, the eating, just everything about it, I absolutely love. So I'm hoping we get to, but I'm obviously going to have to rely on the sun to help out with that. Maybe if you can get it weeded in a reasonable amount of time, then I can get out there and get it tilled and get the rows cut and get everything planted and good to go. But we are, I believe we are getting late in the, I mean, it's June 1st. We're getting late in the year for that. And I'm not sure how the harvest would be now. Usually, you know, we start planting 3 months ago in March, but we didn't really plant much the last few years, just kind of the bare minimum. And this year we didn't plant anything. In fact, like I was just explaining, just today I got down there and started turning some dirt over and cutting some rows, and so it's really late in the year to get started. But I believe I have a plethora of corn seeds that I pulled from old crops that we had several years back, really good crops. I don't know if corn has genes, so if you take seeds from a good crop, it'll produce a good crop. I don't know how all that stuff works. I just put it in the dirt and put water on it and enjoy it. But we might just go out there and plant it for the hell of it, but probably won't plan on any kind of harvest or anything. But yeah, that being said, I mean, we're about 13 minutes in now, so I think we probably call this a video. And man, this harvest is going to take... I need to make like an hour-long video. What do you guys think about an hour-long video? I'm thinking I might want to do that. That way we can get this harvest completely done. But then what are we going to do? We're going to plant and reharvest. It's the game. It's farming simulator. What's a farmer do? They scoop up shit, they feed the cows, they plant and harvest. If we're being honest here. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Here, let's do this right. There we are. Get the case there in the background. There we go. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks a million for watching, everyone.